Go ahead. There you go.
Today was a busy day. Came home from work and I texted a buddy. I said, hey, you want to come over and help me push out my Corvette out of the garage? He said, sure. So I was pretty lucky to have him, and my dad came out and gave us a hand. And pretty much how it all started was we were just taking videos of the Hellcat in the back, and I said, hey, do you want to like push out the Corvette? So I said, we talked about it earlier, but I said, like, do you want to do it? He's like, sure. So push the Corvette out. And for the people that are wondering, well, why is your car not running? Is it broken? Well, yeah, actually it is broken. If you look to my left right now, we have a supercharger pulled out, so it's pretty much a dud. For anybody that doesn't know, when the blower is out, the car is not meant to run NA, so you know it's obviously just going to make itself detonate. So we have a few fuses pulled just in case. So it's definitely a risky business just even getting in the car, because for people who don't know, it's not a turnkey, it's a push start. So when you go to push the button, and if your foot accidentally hits the brake, the car turns on, detonate, and that's a heavy bill. So that was definitely a nervous day just getting in it. But yeah, we pushed it out, left it outside for a little while, started up the Viper. Of course it didn't start, so as you guys see in the earlier video, you know, we had to put a battery charger on it, and as soon as we did that, just let it charge for a minute, turned right over, no problems, no nothing. So you know, I'm really lucky for that, really lucky to have like really reliable cars. And yeah, and then drove it to the back to put it in the back coverall with the Hellcat. As you guys saw, my dad did some donuts. We did a few cool videos just revving it and stuff, and just, you know, really just lucky to have the cars back out to the point that we can like rev it and stuff. Not quite on the road, but definitely able to just rev it and have fun with it. And then fired up the Shelby. Shelby turned right over, just needed the battery, turned right over, no issues. You know, the really interesting thing about this car when it fires up is it fires up like a piece of shit. I'm not trying to be rude, but it does. Like, it fires up. It's not like this thing here that goes rah, bang. Like it's a good sound. This thing here just fires up like a piece of shit. So it was definitely cool to let that fire up. And if I had to pick one or the other, which one smelled worse, I think it was this one, because this one runs really lean, or rich, sorry, and it stunk. Like it was pretty gross. So let it run for a while, let it charge a battery up, and revved it a few times and put it away. And if you guys look, it's a lot cleaner in here. It's a lot easier. I got a little bit more cleaning up to do, but it's so much better with just two cars. And when you think about it, you're like, wow, there was 3 cars in here. Like, it's a really it's a very like big space for 2 cars, but when you put 3 cars, it gets tight really easily. And excuse me. And yeah, so I'm pretty happy to have this all open again. As you see, I got turf here. I usually put like a few chairs and tables. You guys will see that. I'm planning on putting a few different things in here, so if you guys have any ideas, just comment it. Some people said a couch, but I don't know, that you're sitting one way, you can't see the other. It just doesn't really make sense. So maybe it's a good idea. We'll see. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Lots of good stuff to come. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing, or tomorrow, maybe the next day, probably tomorrow, was like pros and cons of a C7 706. So I think that'd be really cool. I think a lot of people always ask me, what do I like about it, what I don't like about it. And yeah, so I think that would be a really, really good video to do. And then obviously the Shelby, you guys haven't seen a lot of it. People keep asking me, post more of your Shelby, do more of your Shelby. I'm kind of keeping that one last. So you guys have seen the Hellcat, obviously Hulk to a certain point, the Viper, and you guys haven't seen the Camaro or the Shelby. So I'm probably going to keep the Shelby to the end. So definitely stay tuned for that. I promise you won't be disappointed. It's a hell of a car. Besides that, yeah, just want to say thank you to everybody that's been watching the channel. I couldn't ask for a better start. First 3 days we're at a great start, great whatever it is. It's not only just about views, it's just about like positivity. I got so many people text me good things, so everybody is texting me or just following, showing support. I appreciate it. So that's gonna be it for me tonight, and just like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.